Hey y'all, Storm from TaylorMade. I'm trying out a game called DriveClub. I downloaded the demo from the PlayStation Store and I liked it. I was looking for some kind of a driving game. It was easy to use and not so complicated, and also to give me a break from my first-person shooter games. So I went to the PlayStation Store and found this little bugger for 15 bucks. I was like, well, that's a steal. So I downloaded it, and I'm a newbie at it. Still working through my levels, and which is you can do very quickly. Some of the things I've found already is the controls are sensitive. As you will see, I hit everything. Also, you can use different views, inside, outside. I'm trying to do an inside on this one. And the only problem I had was that I kept looking at my hands, moving the steering wheel. Other than that, it's a beautiful view in there. They really good detail with the cars. And I found out later on, as I did these little things, as you've seen above the road there, and these blue arrows, is that you get points. And as you can see, and that goes toward what they call your fame points, I guess. And you get different areas. I downloaded it, and I got Canada, Chile, India, Japan, Norway, and Scotland, and got 6 races inside each one of those. All of them, though, are road course type races or race tracks. I was really hoping maybe there would be a rally. Like I said, I'm just getting started, so there may be one in here somewhere. I just ain't found it yet, but we're working on it. Now here is where it's called the trophy room, and you can see I'm going through my progressions here, and you get your choice on these ones here. Some of them in the beginning you got to use the factory car. There may be only one choice, but so what? It's like I said, I like the game, and it's easy to use. Being an older person and my hands are done wore out from all the years of work, why, it doesn't take a lot, and it doesn't wear and tear on your hands, and I don't have to worry about hitting multiple combination of buttons all at one time. I can basically, you can use R2 for gas and L2 for brake. And one of the things I did like is, even if you wanted, you can turn on the brake assist, and it has 3 settings depending on what you would like. So if your hand's getting a little bit tired and your fingers are getting tired like mine do sometimes, why, I just turn on the brake assist, and that helps me still play the game. The other thing I liked was that I can put it in automatic transmission mode, and I can still use the square button to downshift when I feel like downshifting, not when the game wants to downshift, and continue playing. Or I can switch it to manual transmission and use a triangle to upshift and the square to downshift, and there's not a whole lot of movement required, and that's easy on my hands. I know there's a bunch of younger folks out there that just zoom through this stuff. It can do that button combination, R2, hold square, L1, all that there at the same time. Well, I ain't one of those. So I look for games that doesn't wear my hands out so fast. Even though I do like my first-person shooter games, and I do get on the duty once in a while. And just a little note, if you do have brake assist turned on, it does tend to slow you down. So as you go through the tour, I said trophy room earlier, I meant tour. As you go through the tour, you have some that require time limits. Now the brake assist on will slow you down during that time, so as you work with it you can learn to play without the brake assist on or put it on low and be able to get the speed required to finish off that particular task or race, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, it's just me progressing through some of the different trophy levels that you have, and that's just in the one section of what's called DriveClub. And I figured I'd work on it first and then move on up to Start Line, I think it's called, and a few others in there. You gotta admit, the scenery is really nice. I'm going to make me a video of just the cutscenes from each one of the areas just to show folks how it looks. You'd be surprised, you know, sometimes how they take the time to do the graphic details, and that helps, you know, with your in-game play, because the detail to use on the cars and inside the cars is just awesome. I really like it. When you're doing your trophies, you got different tasks on each one of them in one of the different locations. Here I'm in Canada, and on this particular race I have to do a time trial, and you have to complete the course and be within the times that they allow you on the left hand side of the screen to get however many stars you get for that particular session in the race, and your trophies. Not real hard, and then throughout the whole thing you got different objectives, and you'll see those above the track in blue or in orange, and they will ask you to complete certain things, and like a speed challenge, or maybe a drifting through the corners. Now see, this one here has 3 sets, so that's 3 different races you got to complete, and complete 2 objectives in each one, which that breaks up the monotony of just racing around, and I do like that part. And as I finish this up, I think that's about it for this video, and what I'm going to do is post videos of my progression through this little game. Like I said, if you're looking for a car driving game for the PS4, This one's a pretty good little game. I'd like to see a little more car damage and things like that happen, but for to break the boredom and the monotony of a first-person shooter game, this is a nice one to have downloaded to where you can go to and enjoy it. Well, this is Storm from TaylorMade, or on DriveClub. I'm called Buff Stuff Racing. Stop by anytime and check out my videos as I progress through the levels and get newer cars. Y'all have a good day.